As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. This game has been more than prominent on the radar for several weeks, and now it has arrived in the form of a late-season top-5 clash. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Justin Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
How about that play? And yeah, that was a great job by the return man, but how about the execution and the blocking? Everybody getting a hat on a hat. They set up that return perfectly. Can't start a game better than that.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On the move, it's Blue. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bond. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Touch pass on the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, the middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Still on his feet at the 40. All kinds of running room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got it in the middle. It's dealt. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, Texas. Texas.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the option. He'll pitch it. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down. Get a new set of downs.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Fires left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
Georgia, 14, Texas, 0.
Got it
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down coming up.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They're bringing heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
On the ground, it's blue. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
4-2 Spider.
To the air, it's Manning. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Quarterback checking off. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. All wideouts, no backs. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, the ground game. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was 6.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fake route.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
A run for the quarterback. Got the first down and more. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Slings it downfield. He throws back across his body and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll snap it from the 18 on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Bond. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4. He's going to fire deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. You want to talk about converting a 4th down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. 4th down time. You only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair filled with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 21 to Iowa State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Texas offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really...
Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The corners are walked up tight. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Firing to the end zone. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Texas.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. They're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is the time to go out and do
it. The give to the lone running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Boomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Manning. Coming after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's open on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Going up top. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia, 49, Texas, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
On target to the left. He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The offense in hurry up mode. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pumps it downfield. It's caught downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Lasso! Last 691, Gator Spark!
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia. Texas. 14.
Coming out with it, it's Frazier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
Of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 56, Texas 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Flip it.
They'll give it to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Looking for room. It's Etienne. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Third down coming.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. They'll go to the counter. Running with power. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Rashada. Unloads it left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the ground with the back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.